some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. He's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
Touchdown, Bama!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Takes the easy one to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man, it's Singleton. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running more, throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Back to pass on 2nd down. This one's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
second and long. To the air, it's Simpson. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll immediately call timeout.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and break the blitz.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Finds a man by himself. Lots of running room. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. With the catch, it's Horton. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker, nice pick.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Turns it loose. It's incomplete. Man, after that, they're probably glad that an incompletion is the worst thing that happened to them.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to pass. It's Aller. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Nice move to keep running. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Williams. At the 45, on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. Third and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to...
Oh, a lot of space. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
So surprised. We have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll give it to him again. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They believe they can run right here. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown time! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. An 84-yard drive there. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air, it's Allard. He's got him.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? They can pick up a yard here on 2nd down. That might put this one in the books. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together, maybe go tie this game, maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Makes a connection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to...
There he goes! And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Looking for a man. It's Allard. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. He's got it and still on his feet. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. From the gun. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. If he houses this, it's ball game. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute.
There he goes! And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and
to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's Sayed. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Buckeyes are on the move. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Oh, he got loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Got it behind the line. It's Cuevas. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Miller with the ball. Powers through the defender. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game. They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
The receiver on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. The defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Gets it to the back. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half. Stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Peoples. It's a seam wide open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down and more. chains. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Snags it over the middle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the... Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sayin. He's going to let it go. Brings it in down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. To the air on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was pushing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Timber. Here we go.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd down, going up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give is to Miller. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man, it's Peoples. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And guys, this is a great time to look for an explosive play on 2nd and short. 3 wideouts to the left. The Buckeyes have a 1st down. Offense lining up quickly.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in.
abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. That's reeled in. It's Miller. Still on his feet at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
He leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it from the gun. That's why a good running game. There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's ball. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. From the shotgun, the inside give. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. It just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Makes the catch. It's Wilson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Lagway. Under fire. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
They'll leave it with the lone back.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Hard running there. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires the pass. Intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
They'll try the run. Wide open spaces. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama that ran.
He's loose. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air, it's Simpson. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Williams. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. The give to the back. Pass to sticks him still on his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown time.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's long. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up the first down. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
It's a running room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. They've done a really good job, I identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Flagway. Unloads to the wide out. Finds a man on the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything. I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Running to Green. He's past the 30. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. To the air, it's Simpson. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Yeah, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Nice move to keep running. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Unloads quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. That's caught. It's Williams. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Webb. Makes one man miss. not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Escapes the sack. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for offense.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the ground, it's ball. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. He's got him in the flat. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Got room to work. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the third. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat, too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. And I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. That's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
Cover guys do their job, and they get it stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He uncorks one deep. Fires it incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Kick is in the air. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing to more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Things started on this drive from the 24. Offense changing the play. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Simpson. Here's the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The Tide trying to convert on third down as we start the fourth. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see what he can do with it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Lost, the defense is wide open. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Boy, they hope that one doesn't come back to bite them. The kickoff out of bounds right after you've taken the lead here in the fourth quarter, and all they need is a field goal to go back on top. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
To the air, it's Glagway. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Ball. He breaks a tackle. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Gators come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Unloads to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
You gotta be kidding me.
What kind of lousy call was that?
You're missing a good game, ref.
No way!
Come on, ref. Let him play.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Not what I saw. Got it.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sooners will kick it away first. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. A little release to the back. It's a seam wide open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Open space at the 25. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Couple of really nice things you're seeing from this offense early in the game. Number one, they were able to run the ball on 3rd down and pick up the first. But 2, they kept the 3rd down manageable. And when they do that, they're a very difficult offense to stop. Doing a nice job here early in the game. You got to be impressed by the O.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Working the middle, it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Takes the handoff. It's up. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Back to pass on 2nd down.
game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Plows through the defense. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick completion on the out route. At midfield, he's got room. Running free. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And to open the 2nd quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Davidson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The kick is on its way. He'll try to feel the putt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Running through contact. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 42. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Wheeler. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He'll do it himself. Nice move to pick up yardage.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that win the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Well, the runner paid the price on that one. Nobody blocked the middle linebacker. He came through that hole unencumbered and laid the lumber on that tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now, down here in the red zone on 3rd down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooner.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Lobs it off the back foot. Makes the grab at the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mateer. He's going to run it. Got the first himself. Ernie on the Jets. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Wants to go up top on first down. Slides away. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
And what a great job by the defense, getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try to draw even here before the half. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. starts from their own 25-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense set on first down. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open spaces. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Knocked down, but not touchdown, Oklahoma. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Slips through the line. Bounced out of bounds at the 38 after that return. Opening snap in this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Spits it out to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
29 Phillies.
Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll call for the fair catch here. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, that's one as a quarterback, when you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Mateer. It's complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Smashes through the tackle. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. On the run, it's Ott. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Klubnik. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Trying to get the corner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's Gibson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback, dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Oklahoma, 17.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the ball goes out of bounds. The offense maintains possession, but no gain on the play.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get close into the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Mateer. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They'll stop it short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. It's caught. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. QB draw. Gets it inside the 10. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, They're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Here's the pressure. Punts it out of the air. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Clemson trying to just bleed this clock dry.
Get set, get set.
Rides to back and leaves it. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the